Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, we're back on the sofa. Obviously usually we've been out quite a lot in the woods and stuff, so thought I'd bring it back to the sofa and we'll talk about some more guys. So lately I've been out flat out filming and bushcrafting and all that sort of stuff, and I had one of my friends tell me, ask me about some of the products and some of the stuff I've been using lately, and second thoughts on it really, and what I think of it now compared to when I bought it. And would I buy it again and stuff like that. So this is what it's going to be about guys. So stuff I've been using quite a lot, and a revisit and a relook at some of the stuff and how really my mindset has changed throughout the process. So first of all guys, I'm going to talk about when I first got into bushcraft and survival and stuff like that, and I was really into the more survival type of stuff and the prepping side of things. I still am massively. Obviously I'm a Bristol prepper, but I wasn't as tuned in to the bushcraft. But then when I started looking into it, I realised how beneficial bushcraft is to prepping, because obviously it walks hand in hand with it being self-sufficient and self-reliant in a survival situation, and be able to use the natural materials and natural world around us to my benefit without it being a hindrance. So guys, so then moving on from that, obviously started getting into it, buying knives and axes and gear and all the rest of it. So, and the first thing I always thought was knives, bigger the better. And I want a big knife. I'm a big bloke. I'm not a small lad by any stature. Quite a big man. So I want a big knife. Do you know what I mean? I want a big knife. It's manly and a chopper. Do you know what I mean? So first of all, I bought one of the first ones I ever bought was highly recommended was the K-Bar Becker BK7. I have reviewed this on my channel. So if you haven't seen it, go back, check it out. It's nice and clean at the moment. Yeah, I have reviewed it on my channel. But yeah guys, so when I first got into it, I really thought that bigger was better. And for some people it is, and this is only my thoughts and my opinions and how I've changed. Not saying you should all do what I'm doing, it's how I feel and how I've changed. So, so I thought bigger was better, and I thought that this knife was the knife for me. And it's fine, and I really liked it and all the rest of it. But then, then I bought a smaller knife, just to be a companion knife or a neck knife. So I bought that, and you can see like considerably the difference between them. Obviously everybody knows these knives, they're really well known. So the Becker BK7 and then the Mora heavy duty companion, or I think it's called that, Mora companion, the heavier one, the bigger beefier one. So both these knives, and because of the difference in those bastards, and they're worlds apart guys. This is made to be a fighting knife. This is obviously a K-Bar utility fighting knife. This is what it was used for and made for. That's why it's got the thickness on it and the handle, so you can't go up and slide up your hand on it. Got a good grip. Obviously it's large. That is his first use. And it's got a saber grind with a secondary bevel, so it holds that edge really well. Not as sharp as say a Scandi grind, but nonetheless sharp, and holds his edge for a long time because of that strong grind on it. And then guys, like I said, I got this, and then got this, and at the start, I'll be honest, they go on a huge merit. Like these are sworn upon, do you know what I mean, the Mora bushcraft knives. So I thought I'd get one, and for the price, I thought I'd get one, like 10 quid or whatever it was. So I bought one of these. And at the start, I didn't go a lot on it, and I like these big knives and all the rest of it. And this can represent anything, guys. Your SCs, your other Beckers, BK9s, or your SC4s, and all the rest of it. So anyway, I used this, carry on using it, and then when I really started going out a lot, I'm chatting a lot, I realised that I need a snap this back on so it doesn't sit on the sofa and cut my leg off. Everybody knows my accidents, so I'll put this one away in his sheath nicely. Anyway, carry on the story. So what happened was, I started going out a lot, and then I realised I need a big chopper. So the next thing I bought was the Cold Steel Trail Boss, this heavy duty beast. So if you haven't seen a review for this, go back to my channel, check it out. So I bought this, and this is the cheaper axe. Retails around about £30 mark. And it's a good axe, it's a nice axe for the money you pay compared to other axes of its size and what it can do. It's a lot of money, a lot of money saved, sorry, compared to the other ones. The other ones retail, like your Granford Brooks and Wellings, they're around about like up in the £100 mark, obviously above or beneath whatever you're buying, but around that sort of mark. This is around the £30 mark, so it's a lot different. And like I said, I wasn't doing it a whole bunch, so I didn't know the ins and outs of it, what it needs, so I went with this, and on it had a good merit, good review from the Prepared Mind 101, so I bought it. Anyway, so when I was using these, and I was going out using this and this, and I started to realise that the jobs that this was doing, they were kind of not doing it anymore because I had this. Because it takes a lot less energy to cut a bit of wood with this than it does this. I'm missing all that heavy to take out. I'm a light bushcrafter anyway, and I don't take a lot of gear at all. So to carry an axe with me, it's not a problem because I haven't got all the extra crap that some people carry. So to take an axe with me, it's not a problem. It doesn't bother me to take an extra axe. For the options it carries, the options it gives me if I take this. So I bought this and took it with me. So yeah, so I bought this, took this with me, and then this become a bit redundant because I didn't use it a lot because the bigger knives and that, they're choppers. They don't do the smaller tasks as well as a smaller knife. So I was feeling that I wasn't using it a lot. It's sitting on my belt and I wasn't using it a lot because when I did use it for small tasks, I wasn't really doing them because it kind of got in the way of it. So then, anyway, I started using this a lot with this, or a knife like this. I've got other moras as well, but combining a smaller knife with this, and that is where I find my niche, you might say, or I find my harmony. That using a smaller knife with a good axe, it's been incredible. A lot easier. I don't have to worry about it being on my side and hitting me in the leg and getting in the way because it's small and tiny. I can even put it on my shirt, like I said, around my neck or on my side. And the benefit of this one, of having a bushcraft knife over a survival knife or a fighting knife like that, is the Scandinavian grind on this. It's an absolute beauty. The sharpness of a Scandi grind is incredible. Once you get good at sharpening a Scandi grind on a stone, they're amazing. I fell in love with the Scandi grind now guys. I didn't use anything but a Scandi grind. So yeah, I really fell in love with using a smaller knife just because I didn't need to do the big chopping or big tasks. And people say you shouldn't baton with this, but I don't do huge batoning. Like, I've got an axe, so why would I need to do that? So then just doing small taps and maybe for tapping it with a log for batoning, small batoning on maybe some trap making or anything like that. It's always smaller tasks, so I wasn't worried about batoning it, and this has been sound with you guys. And then once I got into this, everybody knows, I found my baby, which is the Condor bushlore, because I had this, and then I wanted to upscale, get a posher knife, treat myself to get a good bushcraft knife, which is still cheap compared to some of the bushcraft knives, but it was a posher knife for me because I had wooden handles this time. It's a bit of a bigger blade. It's got nicer steel on it. It was an all-round better knife. Do you know what I mean? Like a posher, more traditional looking bushcraft knife. So that's why I wanted this. And it comes with a leather sheath. I am a leather guy. I like the leather looks. It looks cool. So like I said, I bought this. I've never looked back, guys. This knife is incredible. Definitely recommend it. If you're looking for a bushcraft knife for around £50 mark, definitely go and pick one of these up. You will not be disappointed. Everybody says about these knives, they're amazing bits of kit. So like I said, this kind of become redundant. I wasn't using this a lot, especially when I got this, because this is perfect. The perfect size. I can baton with this because it is full tank construction, so I can baton with this, no problem. That Scandi grind splits beautifully. The edge retention on this is a beast. I do apologise for the noises. Mrs. letting the dog out. But yeah, the edge retention on this is incredible. I've never touched wood, had a problem with edge rolling or anything like that. As long as I whip it up with a strop afterwards, I finish with it, whether it be in the field or at home, because I've got a field strop and I've got a home strop, as you guys know. If you haven't seen that video, go back on my channel, look for the stropping videos, how to make your own. But yeah, so whipped up with a strop after and it'll always be fine, so I've never had a problem with the Scandi grind letting me down in that way. So then yeah, so I've bought these. So that's where I was at, and then when I realised this axe was getting a bit heavy, just because I was going lighter and lighter and lighter as time progressed, I got lighter and lighter and lighter. So I wanted to change this. I wasn't taking it as much, wasn't using it a whole lot, because I thought it's kind of getting in the way. It's becoming a bit heavy, so I did my research, dropped that, and then found I did have other axes. I do have other axes, but that was kind of my main axe. And then I kind of left that, and then joined this. Found this, guys. Everybody knows this axe now on my channel. It took me a hell of a long time to customize like this, with the stained handles, with the engravement on there, with the patinaed head. It took me a hell of a long time to make, but this is perfect for me now, guys. This little setup with the tomahawk, with the bushlore, Condor bushlore, is amazing. I can't fault it. I don't need to do a big chopping with the axe, with that huge axe. I just don't need to do it. This will take any limbs off I need out of trees or anything like that. It will cut, chops beautifully. The smaller stuff, kindling for fires, it does chop. Like I said, any batoning I'll do with this. I'm a huge batoner, so it doesn't bother me that much. Trap making, smashing tent pegs. It's super light, so I can spin it round. I can dismantle it, take the head off, use the head. This offers a lot more options. The handle is replaceable. So many options. So with this, it's kind of a win-win situation. Is what I use now. This is my tool set when I go out, as well as obviously a folding saw. But that's been a constant for me. That's obvious. Laplander folding saw. That's obvious. So this is my setup now. And now I'm going to talk about how I feel about all these things. So this is obviously, I won't talk about this much because I go on about this knife so much. People might get pissed off with it. But this is an incredible knife, guys. So I'm not going to talk this too much. It's amazing. Go buy one. Best knife I have by far. And that's quite interesting, really, because I have a lot of knives that are way more expensive than that knife, which I rate lower than that. For instance, the K-Bar, becker BK7. Amazing knife. Highly held in high esteem by a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, it's incredible. For a survival knife and a one-tool option, it's amazing. But when you're doing bushcraft and all the rest of it, and you're doing all these camping tasks and stuff like that, I didn't see the need to take a huge knife like this. I don't use it. If I've got an axe or a tomahawk with me, I don't need to take this. So how much I love it, I would never get rid of it because I love it. It's a cool knife, it's beautiful. I'm a knife collector, but it's not. It's kind of redundant now. It's too long, so it's too big, too long. So that's that. It's cool, but it's just a bit big for me. And also I'm a wooden guy and a traditional guy. I like the leather and the wood handles. And my dog's just sat down. I don't really see him or not. The attack dog. So yeah, that's that one, guys. Then the mora. I used the mora the other day in my How Good Is Jute Twine and SHTF. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. I used this in that video and all that day when I was out in the woods. This knife's quality, guys. I just like it. It's just cool when I'm changing things up. This is the attack dog. Come down to make sure nobody's breaking in or some shit because he's vicious. It's a pit bull. No, he's not a pit bull. But yeah, I took this the other day and it's just an amazing little knife, guys. I took it for a bit of a change up just because I'm a knife collector. I like to switch my knives every now and again, and it's really light. So I took this with me. So that's an amazing bit of kit. Everybody's got to own one. Go buy one. It's incredible. Next one, Cold Steel Trail Boss. Very good axe for the money. Good starting axe. I am going to move on from this axe soon. I'm going to buy another one. Wedlings or something like that, or Grantsworth Brooks, a better axe. Very good, but I have trouble with the head coming apart from the handle. Sometimes I've got to bash it back in. It's not a huge problem. It's not bad, but that's something to bear in mind. Just because it's a budget axe, more of a cheaper axe, so that's that. But it's a good axe. It's okay. I give it a 6, 7 out of 10. Obviously, the tomahawk. The Coastal Tomahawk runs at about 30 odd pounds. I give this a 9 out of 10. The only thing I make it a little bit better if the head was a little bit bigger, maybe, but not a huge problem. Like I said, 9 out of 10, maybe a 9.5. I fucking love this thing, so that's incredible. Like I said, Condor bushlore, 10 out of 10, and this one I give it an 8 out of 10, just because if it made out of better materials, it would be better. But then it's a budget bushcraft knife anyway, so. Do you know what I mean? 8 out of 10, and I give this a 7.5, just because it's not my sort of knife now. I've moved on from that. Yeah, guys, so that's kind of stuff revisited and how I've become as a bushcrafter. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, comment B from the crotch box, bang it down there. If you have liked the video, smash the like button. That massively helps my channel, and I love all the support from you guys. If you haven't already, guys, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, it helps me massively. Support my channel is incredible. We have a lot of good stuff going on Bristol Prepper channel, so hopefully you come join us and smash that subscribe button. Otherwise, guys, as always, stay prepared. I'll catch you guys another day, another way.